that connect over here?
Yes, sir.
Do I have to do anything over here?
No, sir. That should go green any second, that offline. Yeah. Oh.
Now, will this show up for me?
Should. You might have to refresh that page. Yeah, refresh the page.
Okay. Oh, look at that. I'll be damned.
I'm going to try a clap test on my end before we get going. Yeah, it looks pretty good, actually.
Now, see.
My camera is just disturbingly off. Yours is fine.
That's fine.
Clap for me a few times if you would. Yours is perfect.
I'm gold, Jerry. Gold.
I'll just hide my mouth behind my microphone most of the episode and you won't be able to tell.
Yeah, that'll do it.
I can do the same thing as talk right here, just where you can't see and not move a lot.
Yours is fine too. It's just mine. So fuck
Not
it.
on that one. On YouTube, I'm way behind.
Well, you're 30-something seconds behind on YouTube, but what I mean is whenever you clap, is the sound happen at the same time. Like whenever I clap, you'll hear the clap about a second and a half before you see it.
Can I close this thing?
Yeah.
Fuck, nobody's watching. So it's not like it really matters right now, boy. Clark?
You guys ready?
No?
I was born ready.
Boom. Nailed it.
There's 3 people watching. Holy shit. I guess it's probably...
Yeah, I was going to say, what?
If there's anybody watching that is not us, hello.
They're not.
All right, whenever you're ready, Brian, I assume you're ready, Core?
Making sure I'm in the deal here.
What's the deal?
Standing. Sitting my ass down. Like this desk is super high up.
Only 2 watching now. So that pretty well confirms it's me and you.
Pretty well.
Hey, I want to say hello to our big fan out there watching right now, Corey Smith. Welcome to the stream.
Well, I'm really thrilled about it.
Thanks for being here, bud.
All right.
It's better than Skype.
Let's do this.
All right, here we go.
The following podcast is scheduled for one fall, and there will be no disqualifications. Making their way to the ring from lineupmedia.fm at a combined weight of 849 pounds, the Three Horsemen.
Boom! Yoasted. What's going on, everybody?
What's going on?
Three Horsemen Show. Corey, Big E, T.O. here with all the fallout from the Royal Rumble.
It was a good show.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. Yeah, let's get right into it.
First Rumble I've seen in a while, so that was kind of cool.
Until the end.
Randy,
I thought it was great. My favorite wrestler won the Rumble.
Yeah. The one you know?
Yes, I know of him.
The one you may know. But the big talk coming out of it is the Roman Reigns thing. So he came in at 30 and everybody lost their shit.
Well, what's the rationale from him being in the match?
That's why we were talking about it. T.O. and I watched it together. I did some work on it. T.O.'s like...
Did some work. Can we stop there? If you're not following the blogs that he's apparently doing now for all pay-per-views, you're missing out. You're not going to do it for all of them?
Fuck
dude, because that was one of the most comprehensive play-by-plays I've seen. No other wrestling site at all had anything close to that level of coverage.
Oh, it's fucking
as far as textual, which I prefer over any other kind of coverage, it was awesome.
I don't know how anybody does that and like keeps their sanity.
Good Lord.
Because
respect,
there's no way I'm ever going to watch every show. Because it's just not worth it.
Too many of them for one.
Oh, it is so tedious.
That said, though, good job on that.
Yeah, thank you.
Way to go, kid.
Yeah. So, Reigns is the big, everybody's upset about it, but T.O., we're sitting there and T.O.'s like, I can just see them bringing that jerk off out and having him shit in everybody's
So it's your
mouth.
fault.
I don't know why, just the longer it went on and it was clear that there were no surprises. Because we figured out about,
That
21?
Yep.
That it wasn't going to be anybody.
21?
And then when it hit 20, I mean, like, we started checking the
16.
boxes off, it was like, this isn't going to work.
You guys had checklists?
And no, but just going through the guys in our
was
heads.
gonna say,
that knew
wow.
it
Yeah,
would
we
be
did.
there.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
super prepped for
We
this.
had checklists.
You guys are at a whole other
We had
level.
lots of them. Big board. We had a big board with all the names on them.
Magnets. You move around. There's all kinds of scenarios.
Oh,
But
I could have used
I just
some
started
magnets.
thinking, and I was like, it's nothing else made sense. I mean, like, I guess you could say Finn Balor or Joe. I mean, like, you know, the few guys that were listed on the surprise list, but I just feel like they wouldn't have done one.
Somebody that people might have wanted to see.
And, well, at 30, it has to be someone that you think can win. I mean, that's what's going to happen. So, like, I don't know if anybody really thought Balor could go over or if, you know, Nakamura is going to be in the main event at WrestleMania or any of those guys. So, like, it was like, I bet it's going to be fucking Roman Reigns. And he has a title shot that night. He loses.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Seth Rollins is kept out of the Royal Rumble because he lost the match. But how does this guy have the power to go and say, hey, I want to be in this match, you know, whenever? Because the logic of it is the 30 people in it were already.
Stay with me here. He's The Rock's cousin, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever see Casino? Whenever the guy comes in to talk to Sam Rothstein, he's like, "This is my nephew. I realize he's an asshole. We got to keep him in a job." I wonder if it's the same thing. The Rock's like, "I realize he's an asshole, but if you ever want me to come back for a Mania or whatever."
I understand.
I doubt it's that, but come on.
I understand, but I simply cannot have it.
Thing
Is there any way you could find another place for him, Mr. Ross?
I know who you are, and I love to do favors,
That's right.
but I cannot do this.
You're firing me? No, I'm not firing you. I'm fighting you.
Love that movie. Anyway, we tend to do that. Sorry. Go off on a little
happens.
movie quote line.
Like good movies.
It happens.
It's fair.
But, well, apparently we weren't the only ones who kind of thought this. I was like, oh, maybe some people are happy. Not the case. Case in point.
3, 2, 1, Samoa Joe!
Not Samoa Joe. Uh-oh.
Oh, God damn it!
So what we got here, it's reactions to 30 from YouTube. This is great.
Oh, you fucking serious?
I want Finn Balor. Oh, just kidding. I'm so disappointed. It might be Finn Balor.
Uh-oh. Just shock. That's hilarious. Poor kids.
They're probably just laughing about it.
Well, I mean, it's kind of funny. Oh, boy. Poor guys. You know, I just think, I don't know if they want him to get cheered at this point. I guess not. I don't think you're trying to ruin a guy's career that you've been building for a few years, but
The only way to save him at this point is turn him, right?
They have to.
That's the only thing you can do. That's the only chance he's got.
It looks like he's going to wrestle Taker at WrestleMania.
He's building so much heat without trying. It seems like the natural idea.
I don't know why it's so hard for them to figure out that he's not that well liked.
You know, here's the interesting thing. A lot of times people like heels.
Yeah?
People hate this guy so fucking much that when he turns heel, you're not going to have yeah, he finally turned heel. Like with Cena,
Yeah.
there might be that response. With Reigns, he's going to turn heel, and people are still going to fucking hate him. He'll be the biggest heel in the company.
Perfect.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, it doesn't make sense.
I mean, there's always the off chance that people won't care and be like, yeah, we still hate you, but not that kind of hate. We just hate you. We don't really hate your character.
Well, the thing is I mean, there's like little kids that like him. You guys remember how bad X-Pac was at the end when he was wrestling? If you were watching all that time, there's a term.
Six-pack?
There's a term. There's a term now called X-Pac heat. Like you can't get anybody to like you no matter what you do. People just fucking hate your guts.
Sure. I mean, that makes sense with him.
He's getting to that point that nobody wants to see him because even if they make him a bad guy, people still won't want to see him in like big matches.
Oh, he's facing babyface A, who's the best one ever. Still don't care.
They
Just
don't
wanna
want this
watch him
guy
wrestle.
pushed no matter what. Usually people don't care what heel's getting pushed. They'll still be pissed if he's in the main event as a heel. I mean, like, they fuck.
You don't want to say a bad guy's a bad guy's a bad guy, but those are the ones that really make that rule like shit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, everybody still says, they like bad guys, but I mean, people like to cheer for guys if they're good guys, if they're, good wrestlers.
Yeah, if they put on a good show.
Yeah. It's just really bad idea.
Let me ask you this.
It did get.
I don't know how in tune you are with like children's, like how they feel about wrestling. I wonder if it's kids and like younger teens that are really into him and it's keeping him in that position.
I don't think so. I mean, like, just hearing from the responses, you don't really hear the mixed cheers as much anywhere. And if you're at an event and it's on TV, you're going to hear the kids and the ladies. That's usually the thing. The baby, that's the crowd.
I got a nephew who's real into wrestling. He's like, I don't know, he's 8th grade or something. I'm going to send him a message right now. And hopefully we get a message. I'm going to like, you like Roman Reigns? Is he cool?
Well, the other weird thing is, like, I don't think teenagers watch wrestling, do they? I mean, I'm in my 30s. I don't, and I bet we're not the only podcast like this. We're doing a wrestling show. I don't watch this. I mean, I watch this show because it's like, oh, well, you got to see what's going to happen at the other show you're going to watch this year out of the 3. But, not this guy. This guy's so bad. But the other thing was, and it's a good point, they made it okay for Orton to win the Rumble, which I don't get that either. But, hey, not my... I couldn't imagine if they did Orton Cena at WrestleMania. That would be pretty funny because the crowd would shit all over that. Ooh.
No way they'll do it.
Apparently Orton is rallying for another Cena set of matches. A whole nother program with him.
Oh.
He was quoted saying, I read this morning, the fans don't know it, but that's what they want. They want another Orton Cena. Can you imagine?
No.
Yeah.
I know the fans don't want it.
Well,
yeah, I don't think anybody's
yeah,
Because I know I wouldn't too.
I'm sure Orton knows what his fans want, okay?
They troll people now, though, too.
That's fair enough. They're kind of dicks about it, really. But
the
they're taking it the whole other way past kayfabe.
Yeah. The other thing about the Rumble is you always got to get people over. Big guys that got over, Braun Strowman, Baron Corbin. They kind of got Baron Corbin over.
Why?
He actually eliminated Braun.
Yeah. They got Goldberg over. They got Reigns over. They got Taker over. I mean, at least they got young guys in. You know what? We were talking about the Legends thing. I always complain that they don't push any guys. At least they got a bunch of guys in.
Yeah.
Not a bunch of fucking old people. So at least they're pushing people that should get, they work in the company and they actually wrestle every
Baron
night.
Corbin should definitely be pushed. I mean, he's the only human being walking this earth that's my age or younger that has a worse hairline than I do. Slick that shit back and just
take off your hat real quick and
grease
show
it.
our watchers on YouTube what we're working with here. Come on. Oh, look at that. That's beautiful. You can't even see it on the camera. It's so shiny. It is a white splotch.
There you go.
That is awesome. That perfectly proves your point.
Come on over.
Come on over.
He's
Over
something
here.
else. The guy's
Love
awful. Guy is awful.
Other big things that came out of this, Cena won his world title for the 16th time. Boy.
Read that the reason they did it and didn't have, because we talked about it, we're like, if Cena's going to tie Flair, they're going to build it up a little bit more than they did. Read online, the reason they didn't do any build up or mentions of it is because he's going to have a short title reign, which leads many to believe belt's coming off Cena at, what's it called, Elimination Chamber?
Sure.
Is that what they're calling the pay-per-view?
Yeah. It'll go on Wyatt, and then Orton and Wyatt will have their match at Mania for the belt. Yeah, I know, riveting stuff.
I hope they've got some other plans. Fuck. Maybe they'll save me 6 hours. Good.
Have you seen the card yet? What they have lined up?
I have.
Yeah.
I'll say this. I haven't seen a bunch of AJ Styles matches before, but I watched that match with him and Cena. That guy can work, huh?
Glad you brought this up. Glad you brought this up.
I enjoyed watching him. In fact, I thought he made Cena look bad. Maybe Cena's making himself look bad. Just the way, God, I just didn't dig his style at all. The way
let me ask you something.
Anyone that's seen his wrestling is pretty good, and he's trying to suck up as much as he can.
Let me ask you something. You're 7, 8 years old. You would probably think it's cool.
At least in my mind. Oh.
Hogan wrestles Savage. Imagine 5 minutes in, Hogan drops the leg drop.
Yeah, match over.
And they go for 20 more minutes.
It's never happened.
That's kind of my point. 7 minutes.
Why would you do that? Because that makes his finishing move look like a bitch.
That's the whole match. That's every John Cena match.
He hits, what's he call his, God damn it.
AA?
Yeah.
How many times he hit it in the match? 8?
Quite a few.
So he hit his finisher 8 times.
I didn't think about that.
That's all it is. False finishes, and those guys just
and playing to the crowd.
Hit their finishers. They're not even playing to the crowd. It's like the
Cena
crowd's
was.
not even fucking there.
Well, fair enough. They were trying.
It's funny what gets over now.
It's just a different style of match right now.
Well, you compare Flair to Cena, 16-time champion. The difference is Flair knows how to work at least. I can't believe that's like a style that everybody likes. It's just finish after finish after finish after finish. False count, false count, false count.
Bust in your face!
That's what they think everybody likes, I guess.
Well, that's what all the fucking all the guys that watch the indies, they love that bullshit.
Oh, well, people are like, it's the best match they've ever seen.
Yeah, it's fucking it's stupid.
High spot. All right.
It was a good match. I mean, no, I liked the match,
Yeah.
and they did a lot of stuff, but like, it's just the way they call matches now versus the way they used to, and that's what the internet people.
Give me an old
wanna
school
see.
Dean Malenko match any day.
Gooey. I don't know about that. Just
didn't like
give me
Dean?
something with
It kills you.
a different move set.
or some psychology.
You get my point.
Hey.
Even I'm just saying, back in the day, he had some pretty good matches. Maybe he wasn't the best worker, but you get what I'm saying. That during that era, any of those guys like him, Benoit, Saturn, that whole group, they were great. Any of their matches were fun to watch. At least they were a wrestling match.
Man of 1,000 holds.
They told a story, I think, is what he's trying to say. Right? I mean, like,
No,
there
don't
was
put words in my mouth.
Well, there was just like there was
Ring psych.
stuff you could believe, and
Yeah, no, that's exactly right.
I mean, you want to talk about that just to another extent. Roman Reigns gets hit with fucking brass knuckles and kicks out. Okay, I can understand the finisher.
it's like Sting drops from the rafters with the bat,
Yeah.
smashes him on the head,
Yeah.
2 count
With
every time.
it's just one of those things. It's like, all right, brass knuckles. All right, so you don't put over their finishing moves anymore.
Nope.
You make them do it 7 or 8 times.
Yep.
Your belt, your brass knuckle, your whatever that is has to be a finish. You can't. I mean, you can't have him. Anybody knows that if you get hit with that, you're fucking done.
Dead.
Used to be, you'd pull the brass knuckles out of your tights, hit the guy, and he's bleeding everywhere.
Yes.
Pull a donut hole out of your tights and hit somebody.
Not only is there no blood now, there's guys kicking out of them. So what's going to happen now? All these little kids hear brass knuckles and they're like, oh, fuck yeah, that's not going to hurt. Roman Reigns kicked out after 2.
They're doing it with guns, aren't
Yeah.
they?
This is a pistol whip each other instead of using brass
I
knuckles.
seen a kid jump off the top of the neighborhood cage the other day. Hit the ground hard, didn't expect it.
Really?
No, we don't have a neighborhood cage.
Oh, okay. I was going to say. So is that around the pool or what?
Yeah, it's in the park
So there
area.
is a neighborhood cage. Everybody's got a neighborhood cage. The other things that came out of it, Jericho, 61-minute man. That I like.
It's pretty funny, actually.
Wow.
Coming from Jericho.
Did a pretty good job. I didn't even think about the Reigns and Owens thing. That kind of shit, too. I mean, you just have to absolutely... I mean, people used to get knocked out with purses, and now I didn't even think about the brass knucks thing. You get hit by a purse and you lose.
Yeah.
There's a brick in that purse, though.
That's true. A Gucci bag.
Or how about the old garbage can lids? They were made out of aluminum foil. They would fuck them up, apparently.
God.
Back and forth. Whack. Stumble to the other guy. Whack. Entertainment.
You know what? That was kind of the other thing that turned me off and had me stop watching. They started doing shit like that. Like stuff that was clearly fake.
Yeah.
As opposed to the real fake that I like.
I mean, there's a certain level of disbelief I'm willing to
Fakeness?
suspend.
A certain level.
But to believe somebody gets hit with a cookie sheet and is seriously injured, it's hard to keep going.
True.
But what'd you think of the show overall?
I liked it.
I thought it was great, honestly. The production value is better than it's ever been, really, which was nice.
I'll give you that. I hated the lighting.
Really?
They've got a place full of 50,000 people, and it looked like they had 20,000, like a normal arena. I thought they should light it up like they light WrestleMania up, or maybe they just didn't have that many seats filled as it looked.
That's what I thought.
Think so?
I thought they were doing that just to...
You like to see that as part of the show? Just boom, grand.
Well, there's no way they were going to advertise over 50,000 because they had blown up having 50,000 the last time they were there. So you knew.
I don't get
was
that
gonna
brag
be
either.
over.
It's another weird brag.
Why is that?
We sold out 50,000, and we make sure we tell you during the show. You know, it's just kind of weird.
Yeah, why do they tell you during
Why
a baseball
tell
game
the
what
fans?
attendance is?
Yeah, again, why?
Because that's just part of the thing.
I don't get it. It's dick wagging.
Bigger, grander scale.
Yeah, I guess so.
Uh,
Let the fans see it's grand. Don't make me go, hey, is it grand? Yeah, we sold 50,000 tickets. Oh, it's grand.
It is grand.
I can see that.
That is grand.
And then they waited till the next night. So the reason people were mad about Roman Reigns, obviously, they wanted Samoa Joe, Finn Balor, somebody else.
Samoa Joe looking rough these days, but anyway.
Yeah, so Joe came out on Raw at the end of the night. I caught this. Got in the way of Triple H and Rollins, which I guess is going to set up Mania.
Not with Rollins being injured.
So what are they going to do?
I don't think the creator of the Earth is going to be wrestling at WrestleMania.
He'll wrestle Angle.
Yeah, you're right. He's such a
He'd do
douchebag.
something.
He'll do. God, I didn't think about that.
They'll figure out something.
He'll wrestle Angle and go over him Hall of Fame weekend for no reason.
Yeah, he wasn't even part of WCW. Why would he go over him?
True.
Who can they find out of WCW for Triple H to pin? Clean.
That's tough. We need to get Conan back.
Yeah. I wonder if Alex Wright has anything going
Ooh,
on.
Das Wonder Kid.
Das Wunder
Das
Kid.
Wunder Kid.
Or Conan. Maybe they can get Conan to get wheeled out there. and get
Didn't I just say that?
Oh, did you? I didn't hear
that's
you.
the guy I said. We need to get Conan back out here. And you're like,
Why do I feel like I think of Conan when I think of WCW?
I don't know. That's the first thing I thought of.
That's odd.
Maybe
We got to look into that. It is kind of odd. The first guy we both thought of was Conan.
Freaky. What? What?
Trying to think why you guys would both pick Conan. It kind of weirds me out.
Viva la Raza is why, pal.
Ugh.
You need anything more than that?
Dreadful.
Olale.
Dreadful. What? Any other matches come out? I know Cena wrestles Orton on TV next week for some reason.
Also makes me think. I mean, that's just another reason for that.
They're not going to do it.
Yeah, they're saying Cena and his old lady against Miz and his old lady. I read this
man.
earlier.
Boring. Get
And
the old
it's-
ladies out of the
it's,
ring.
Bella's last match because of her neck. She's permanent. Like she has a real injury.
You mean she's done?
Yeah, so she's going to have her retirement match will be with her, whatever he is, the guy that never marry her or give her children because he's smart, against Miz and Maurice. Then I'm sure it can be a nice little storyline for the reality show that's not really a reality show, that she's now the executive producer on.
That's fucking dreadful too.
I just totally tuned out everything you just said because it was just crap.
Anyone get over with less talent than her?
That's a great question.
I mean,
Get over?
I'm not even get over. Anybody just have a position of influence and power that she has without doing dick, other than Cena's.
I guess John Cena works out a lot. Aside from that, I mean, I guess the Make-A-Wish stuff.
complete fucking. I mean, it's from him.
Who?
From fucking the right guy. How smart? You know what though? I take that back. They're not dumb bitches. They're not anything. I mean, these two little whores. It's amazing.
These two little horses.
They come back
Go
after
on.
they got fired, latched on the two guys. Cena was a little bit obvious, but the little hippie bitch picks Daniel Bryan.
Right.
I mean, she had the intuition to pick him. So they were fucking the
Can you give
twin
me the name of
sisters,
this
fucking
little-
the two biggest stars in WWE.
Married the one married Daniel Bryan, right?
Yeah, and Cena won't. I don't think Cena fucks that chick without a condom, or I mean, he just tells her, "No, I'm not getting married." No.
I'll call him later and find
No,
out. We
he-
have
I'm not giving you children. I mean, I know it's a dream of yours and you've wanted it forever, but I'm not having kids. Which brings me to another point on this guy.
All right.
Mr. Make-A-Wish loves the kids.
bring it to us, pal. You're on fire.
No, this is just like one of those things that
Let it out.
just kind of
No, I
ask.
was dying. Go
If
ahead.
you do all these Make-A-Wish and you love the kids and all that, Don't you think you'd have one of your own or want to someday?
I don't know. I like kids, and I don't have any.
Dude, I
know, but you would if he's been married. You've never been married. I mean, like,
Yeah.
dude's had the chance to have kids to where it would have a kid in a like a steady environment and have the means and everything. I mean, like, it just doesn't add up. It just makes you think he's more of a fucking company guy that just goes out and does this shit.
Oh, he's the
part of
next
a gig.
Triple H in my eyes. If there was another daughter, he'd marry her.
He's going to marry their daughter,
Yeah.
Trips and stuff.
He's going to go right from this into being a producer or whatever Triple
Agent
H. I mean,
or
everything
whatever,
he does. Did you watch WWE 24?
I have not seen it yet.
Those fucking guys, all they do is work. Like, they've got to be the worst people to be around. Like, they were in Dallas. He left NXT, did a photo shoot, and then he went through walkthrough, and then they went to the Hall of Fame, and he was like on zero sleep. I'm like, hey.
Who? Triple H?
Yeah. What's the fun in that?
Yeah, beats me.
You have no life. Yeah, and I
Even
didn't
if you're
see
making
I
millions a
didn't
year.
see their kids around anywhere.
Yeah, but he's married to her, and she wants to fucking be daddy so bad. So for him to keep up, he has to stay right. I mean, it's textbook problem. I mean, like it.
She wants to bang daddy,
Yeah.
and she's kind of doing it with him in that regard.
Yeah. Weirdos.
Yeah. What are you going to do?
Bunch of damn freaks.
Rollins, they let Rollins bang out one of their kids. For sure. They love that guy. That's the golden goose.
Oh, I figured it'd be wrong.
That'll be on pay-per-view in a bit.
Golden Goose? The Golden Goose?
No, the Rollins Bang Show.
Of course.
Bang, bang. Cactus Jack.
Anything else we're not covering from
Nice
the
quote.
from the recent stuff? This is gonna be. I mean, we got about 5 minutes left to cover.
Nobody minds a short show.
Yeah. Anything else that came out of the Rumble? I was really hoping for a surprise entrance too. We didn't get that.
When was the last time you didn't get a surprise entrance? What year?
Was I the only one watching going at number 30? Doink! Doink! It was just me?
Yep.
Just me,
It
okay.
was just you.
Carrying on.
It's just you. Who'd you think it was going to be for real, Corey? I mean, like, that's one thing we didn't talk about.
Balor.
Did you?
Yeah. Because they can at least stifle people and say it's not going to be him. He's hurt. I mean, you can get away with anything. You just tell people that. I was hoping for somebody. I guess they had enough legend-type guys and Goldberg and Taker. Otherwise,
they just
it's a
had
bunch
to
of
promote.
shitty
They had to
legend
promote him to
guys.
sell the show.
Well, I mean,
when Apollo Crews came out like 24, I was just like, oh,
you knew it was
fucking
trouble.
Serious.
You knew it was trouble.
And by the way, that's a guy that needs a push. I don't care if he has no personality or not. Get him a mouthpiece
Perfect, because he doesn't.
because he's huge. I mean, the guy's jacked. He's not as short as you think he is, and he can wrestle. Like he reminds me of Shelton Benjamin a little bit. Maybe not as tall.
Let me ask you guys a question I just came up with. This is way off the mark here, but given the opportunity, they set us three in charge of the product.
Yeah.
Would it get better, honestly? Do you think
Yes.
we can make it better?
Yeah. I think 95% of people that watch wrestling, probably
I think
don't.
95% of the people
Everybody
on a
says that.
podcast could make it better than it is right now.
Yeah, everybody says that, but there's a lot to keep track of.
I mean, the only thing, it depends what, restraints you had from the company, what you couldn't,
Right.
like what they
Standards
would
and
allow, what
practices,
they wouldn't
sure.
allow.
I know this.
God damn, you have a large voice telling you what to do. Just do if they gave the fans like 1/4 of what they wanted, they'd be happy.
You'll never satisfy every fan, that's for
No.
sure.
But you could take a large amount and do 2 things out of the 10 they want, and they get hard-ons about it.
And the long and short of it, though, I don't think for them it's the product that matters as much as what move will bring in the most dollars. Now, granted, you might say the best show will bring in the most dollars, but that's probably not always true. If in the long run they could build somebody up to sell merchandise in a year to sacrifice a show today or something, I don't think they'd have a problem with it. That's the way Vince thinks.
They don't even use the guys that are money in fans' eyes.
Fair enough. They're not money yet.
Well, you only have so much of a shelf life.
What I thought about, like when you brought up merchandise, I wonder how much merchandise Roman Reigns actually sells compared to that douchebag Dean Ambrose and just a couple other butt fucks that fans seem to resonate with for some reason. I don't know why. But some of the guys that are more over, I wonder if that gap in salary, because I'm sure Reigns is top 5 paid in the company right now, versus the
Top
merch of
2.
someone that's ranked in the top 10. I wonder if that makes that gap up. Because Kevin Owens sells a shit ton of shirts. I mean, there's
True.
What about Enzo and Cass? I mean, there's a ton of their shirts. Now, their merch deal is probably not as strong as some of the guys that have been there more.
Yeah, I was going to say, I bet they're not getting the percentage that some people are.
Exactly.
I don't know if they make it
Who's
up to
some
him
people?
salary. No, the
You
first
don't
guy
gotta say
Cena.
some. I was gonna say that John Cena's ass getting. That's,
I'm telling you, John Cena,
what I prefer.
he's made more money off his shit.
Brock Lesnar's made some money off the Suplex City stuff.
But Cena over the last, 12 years? I mean, they've done a
'Cause you
shit
can't see
in
me
every
bullshits
color.
everywhere.
You go to a show, and that's the only thing you can buy.
Yeah, we have 13 John Cena shirts.
It's really strange because, like, I see Cesaro, and I'm like, that guy's fucking money. Like, he looks like a movie star. Like, Balor's going to jump up there as soon as he gets healthy. I think, unless they just push him and they're like, injury prone, done.
They're not going to be able to fuck with that guy. His look and what he does, the entrance, he has too much. He has too much to stop the fans. I think he's
Disagree.
I think he's one of the biggest can't miss guys they've had. His size hurts him a little bit, but his look makes up for it in his gimmick.
Does he still do the crazy paint?
Yeah.
That's pretty badass looking. I'm just saying.
So I'm saying he's got something that nobody has or has had in a long time.
Papa Shango had it. I just want to throw that out there, but
That was like
Yeah,
96.
literally, like, same wrestling style. I mean, they're like,
no, they're makeup, man.
like
They both
looking
have
in a mirror.
They're talking about that as a dream.
very similar.
Papa Shango was black.
They're talking about that for
Mostly,
300 pounds.
mostly black.
They're talking about that as a dream match at Mania.
Oh, yeah.
I'd like to see it.
Balor and Shango.
Shango.
He's gonna come
Balor.
out with the fireball starter thing.
He's gonna come out as Papa Shango, but with all the hose and do the hoe train.
There you go.
Yes.
God.
That was the best ever. Whenever he was the Godfather,
And then he's gonna start
the
doing
train.
black magic on all the hoe train, and they're gonna start seashoring
Sacrifice
and have
him.
black shit coming down.
The
of their mouth.
Shango train.
That'd be a kind of a funny thought exercise. Combine people's gimmicks to see what you can come up with.
The Shango train. Shango.
Yikes.
I don't know. Anyway, what a weird
Train.
tangential
There we go.
thought there.
And a couple other guys that they put in this thing. I don't know if you've seen him. Jack Gallagher.
Fuck that guy. God damn. I mean,
Mojo Rawley. Kalisto.
Mojo Rawley, a guy you look at and said, "Yeah, that's that fucking."
I think I could easily be
douchebag
like
from
this
high
Jack
school.
Gallagher guy.
James Ellsworth.
Guy I could definitely kick the shit out of.
Yeah.
Probably the only one.
Yay. I mean, I guess I didn't have a problem with the match, but, I mean, they just let the ring fill up so they could have some people to eliminate.
Can we go back to this James Ellsworth? Explain him to me real quick. How the fuck is this guy a wrestler?
Well, I'll tell you how.
Yeah, thank you,
Vince
'cause I
saw
don't know
him.
either.
Vince saw him and got a boner when he was like, "He has no chin." Look, he has
Is
no
he
chin.
the two-legged
Might be right.
Zach Gowen? Is that what this is? He's a charity case?
I don't think it's a charity case. I think
Don't get me wrong. Gowen could wrestle a little for a one-legged guy, but
Oh, he was a squash. He was going to be a
jobber?
he was going to be in a squash match.
Strowman's first squash.
Yeah, there you go.
And I guarantee, like, he did this little promo that was kind of funny, and I bet Vince was like, "Ha!" They responded. You have to do it in your voice. Like,
Love it, pal.
You can make anybody a star. I think.
he has no chin. It's great.
He's got no chin. Let's use him.
What do you think happened to his chin? Just lost it one day, huh?
Yeah, it's not there.
Yeah,
It is
let's
gone.
plug him into an AJ Styles feud. That makes a lot of sense.
Can he actually work? Can he wrestle at all?
No.
Does he get out there and just pretty much act like an awkward asshole the whole time?
He's a fucking little runt. He's not even the size of anybody in our office.
See, he's one of those guys I mostly, because I still read the wrestling sites after Raw, every now and then, and I see pictures of this guy and read the shit. I'm just like, why is this guy here?
I don't get it either, but they do funky shit. So
Yeah, he's like got the physique of Gilbert.
yeah,
Maybe even less.
that's kind of what I thought when he came out. I'm like, it could be Gilbert.
They need to bring Gilbert back, just saying. They got the regular Goldberg, bring Gilbert back.
Dwayne Gill.
Yeah, buddy.
Ooh. That's going to do it for the first episode. We need to get out of this one. We need to get to our fun one.
Yeah,
so we
buddy.
can actually talk about important shit. We're going to talk about the championship, Flair and Cena.
Five-time.
Getting all tied up. And how much more being a champion meant when it counted. So, we're going to get out of here. Thanks for joining episode 1. We'll be back with episode 2 shortly.
See you in a minute.
Bye.